I call Tim McIndoe.
Mr Speaker, I was fascinated at how silent members opposite were when the Minister was moving the first reading of this debate a short time ago. In fact, I think I wasn't the only one on this side of the House who came to the conclusion that maybe they'd had a road to Damascus experience and had actually decided to support the bill. But sadly, we then had the cliched and unconvincing contributions of Jacinda Ardern and Grant Robertson, and it was clear that they'd fallen back on their failed ideology, which, it has to be said, is actually the reason why we've got the problems that we are tackling in this bill. Mr Speaker, I have repeatedly argued in this House that New Zealand needs a generous and compassionate welfare system, and I'm going to start by repeating that today because I firmly believe it. But it also needs to be said that we can only have that when the policy settings are right and relevant to contemporary circumstances, and when incentives are in place to assist people out of welfare and into work and self-reliance, and when abuse of the welfare system is minimised or preferably eliminated altogether. I am hugely enthusiastic about this second tranche of our welfare reforms, and I want to point out, so are all of my constituents who talked to me at length about these issues during the campaign last year, and it would appear the whole of the country, because they enthusiastically embraced the idea by voting for national and record numbers on the 26th of November. Mr Speaker, this bill sets out a vision and it sends the right signals. Yet Jacinda Ardern questioned where the incentive focus is that the Minister talked about. I am really surprised that she can't see it, because assisting people to gain skills and become ready for work is a significant investment in them, and it's the right thing to do. So is giving extra support to those who want to work but need a little bit more help in order to get ready for it, such as those who struggle with addiction, and we are putting that investment into them. Those provisions are in this bill. We have struck the right balance between incentives, obligations, and the provision of targeted assistance. Ms Ardern's protestations prompted me to have another look at Labor's legacy, which they left the new government just 4 years ago. And if we're talking about incentives, let's remind ourselves of that record. Labor paid criminals the benefit while they were on the run from the police. Well, it has to be admitted that is, I guess, an investment, but honest taxpayers deeply resent such nonsense as that, and this bill will stop it. Labor claimed that they had a strategy for reducing unemployment. Yet what they really did, and the figures show this, is that they merely shifted beneficiaries between different types of benefits. And as I say, the figures show it. Let me give you some figures, Mr Lees-Galloway. Under the 9 years of the Labor government, the sickness benefits increased from 33,000 to 46,000, while those on invalids' benefits increased from 53,000 to 85,000. Now, I don't think there are a whole lot of young people in every town and city wandering around on the street all day who are invalids, but according to those numbers, they must be. Opposition members have again chirped today that our welfare reforms are cruel and callous and that there are no jobs available. Well, not only are our reforms an expression of confidence and belief in those who are on benefits, but the evidence tells a different story. So let me just close with this, because I'm very happy to tell the House that as at 3 p.m. today, 12,194 jobs are advertised on Trade Me, and of those, 10,278 of those are full-time. Meanwhile, on Seek, 16,420 jobs were advertised, and of those, 13,085 are full-time. So there are certainly jobs out there. These reforms are about assisting as many people as we can to be ready to take them on. When they do, they will become aspirational, they will become self-reliant, the quality of their lives will improve, so will it for all of their families. The whole country will be better off, but most importantly, those who we are assisting will be. And I enthusiastically support this bill.
Call Dr Oisin Prasad.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. It's a sad task, really,